ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pikes Peak National Cemetery. My name is Andy. I am your cemetery rep today. Please receive my most sincere condolences on your loss. What's going to happen next is the Marine Corps Honor is going to refold the flag and present the flag to you, Joanne, and then I'll open the floor for somebody to say a few words. We have a few benches. Please feel free to use them, especially the ladies. Marine Corps Honors, please proceed.
President of the United States, and the United States Marine Corps, and the grateful nation. Please accept this flag as a symbol of your loved one's honorable and faithful service. Semper Fidelis.
Joanne, on behalf of the President of the United States, it is truly my honor to present you with the Presidential Memorial Certificate in honor of Jonathan's service to our nation. The certificate is signed by the President. One of the forms that I gave you is to request additional certificates. You can get a certificate from every family member and friend if you want to. There's no limit on how many you can request. And if, as the family continues to grow, as I see the house of the you can always resubmit the form and submit the certificates as you want. So the floor is all yours.
It's going to be hard to talk after that one. I have to pull up my notes, I'm sorry. So first, thanks to everybody for coming. Some people travel a really long way to get here. It meant a lot to John, I guarantee that. I've had almost a year to process and think about what I'm going to say here today. Naturally, I waited until yesterday to write this all down, so it's all very fresh. That wasn't my brother though. John was a guy who planned everything out. Right? He wanted to know everything that was going on and where he needed to be and what he needed to do at any given point in time. That was a characteristic of him that I admire, because it's definitely not one that I have. Since he's passed, I've had his voice kind of in my head at all times, kind of viewing my life through his eyes, and he had a different perspective than me on a lot of things, like way different in some ways, and it's been an exercise in learning his character, honestly, understanding where he's coming from, where he came from, and it's really broadened my appreciation for who he was. He deeply valued his friends. I'm sure many of you know that firsthand. He went out of his way to make sure that if there was anything that he could do to help you, he would do it. Towards the end, he struggled a bit, and those things became harder for him. But he still wanted to be there for everybody. And it didn't matter, ideological differences or not. When you gained his respect, or when you earned his respect, it was based off of your character. Were you a good person or not? John and I had drastic differences in political views and what have you, but that not a single fight, ever. Because we had this like mutual respect for each other, and I think that a lot of that was him. A lot of that was his respect for me, and it's something that I'll always remember. We fought a lot as kids, but not as adults. He was fiercely loyal. He went out of his way to make sure that if if anybody was facing a challenge, that he was there. Whether it was fighting for you physically with guns, or virtually with guns, he was there. Like he would always have your back. That's a quality that I think that he would be proud for me to stand up here and talk to you all about. And I know it's one that you all observed on your own. I'm not a religious person at all. Never have been. But I do believe that there is some chance, I don't know what that number is, but that consciousness or the spirit or whatever you want to call it embodies this physical form for a brief amount of time that we are here. And that if that's true, and that if in this reality there exists the concept of a guardian angel, I feel bad for anybody who is enemies with somebody that John is protecting, because mess you up. He was also not just a fighter, he was also gentle and kind. He was extremely empathetic. He was the guy that when you go to 7-Eleven and somebody holds the door open for you, but you're like 30 feet away still, you have to run to get to the door. He was that guy that would do that because that's just who he was. He was a nice guy. He cared about everyone, anyone. It didn't matter your background or who you were. He just cared. I know that the next time somebody holds the door for me for too long, I'm gonna start to cry, and it's gonna make that encounter just that much more awkward. When you got to talk to him one-on-one, he made you feel like you were center stage. Like you were the person that the only source of information that he was absorbing at that time. And with his empathy, he really felt like he was understanding and feeling what you were feeling. And he'd go through it with you. If you were crying, he'd cry with you. If you were partying, he'd party with you. Yeah. He was a shoulder to cry on, or a hype man when you need him. I think that's something that I've always found amazing about him. He's also really funny. He's a hilarious guy. His sense of humor. He had terrible taste in movies. But he had a very good sense of humor. I could go on. I know I'm not making any revelations for anybody here. You all knew him. You all knew his character and who he was. And I think that we are all truly lucky to have had him in our lives, as brief as it has been. And I hope that everybody cherishes the memories they have with him. I'm sure there's quite a few here. Thank you.
Is by any chance anybody else would like to say a few words? We have about 2 more minutes. Yes.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. What a beautiful place, huh?
In that case, ladies and gentlemen, family and friends, on behalf of the staff here at the Pikes Peak National Cemetery, once again, please receive our most sincere condolences on your loss. Your loved one will be laid to rest today in the columbarium A, and the actual niche is Alpha 18. You can come and visit today, but after 4 p.m. And then after today, you can come and visit any day of the year. We don't close on holidays or weekends. The cemetery gates, they open and close automatically with the sun. So they open every day at sunrise and they close at sunset. There's no need to ask for permission or set up an appointment, none of that. All you have to do is just drive up and come and visit. If something happens and you don't remember the numbers I just gave you for his resting place, you can always, of course, contact the family. There's also a kiosk at the Public Information Center, the building where we just came from. It kind of looks like an ATM machine. If you type in the first and last name of anybody that is here, it will print out a map with the exact location for you. So having said that, it was a pleasure working with you today. So ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the service. To exit the shelter and the cemetery, once you get back on
What, you going for a walk? Huh? You going for a walk, buddy? Yeah. Oh, you going for a walk? Tucker, where's Sophie? Is Sophie coming? Is that Sophie? Sophie? Where's Sophie at? Where's Sophie? What are you doing? Tucker. He's up the bed somehow. Tucker.
How could he keep peeing, dude? I don't understand. Huh? No, he peed inside when he came out, too.
Roll. He said, I'll roll. I'll roll.
Hey, it'd be nice.
What are they doing? What are they doing, Tucker?
My inventory is about to be filled. I just feel like there's some people that actually do this stuff. Let's get this shit. I'm ready. And they yell at me when something wrong.
Tucker.
Oh, I forgot I did that. Shit. You got you, bud. Don't worry. It's like a 4-second timer on the TK.
God damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, 4 or 5, I think. It's pretty short.
It's actually 10. Mike Freeze fucking on.
That's what I said. 10. I said 10. Yeah. Love you all.